with another deal review, and today we're going to be talking about how we made $2,000 wholesaling a piece of vacant land in Arkansas. Now, $2,000, it's not a lot, significantly below the nationwide average assignment fee. But each deal has its own story. This one actually came from a live video where I was calling sellers with Kong. King Kong. Show me that money, baby. So I was going live with him, and I actually was using Speed to Lead Coupon Club leads. You guys always ask about, hey, RJ, show us some of those closes with the Coupon Club. Now, I'm grandfathered in on the Coupon Club, so this lead only cost me $9. $9. Now, that being said, with the $2,000 fee, it's just because of what the property actually was. It was vacant land. I knew it was vacant land when I purchased the lead. I was hoping that I could pick it up seller finance, but I wasn't able to. So we just quickly assigned it for a $2,000 fee. That being said, $2,000 does turn around and buy quite a few $9 Coupon Club leads. Now, you guys can still join the Coupon Club. It's $200 a month and then $29 a lead. I regularly talk about the power of these leads and the fact that you can grow a business to 7 figures just using these types of leads. As long as you close 1 out of every 25 and you buy 50 leads a week, 2 deals a week. You do that with 2 people. 1 person does acquisitions, 1 person does dispo. You can make $1 million as long as you have a 70% contract to close ratio and you average a $15,000 assignment fee, which is what we do. Even when we close deals like this, it only closes for $2,000. Now, here's the live seller call where I'm live with King Kong. I get this property under contract so we can make our $2,000 assignment. I'll see you guys right after the call.
And for those of you who's watching, like this is actually real life. And when you're actually doing it, there's nothing sexy. It's just sitting there, pounding the phone, and just calling like what RJ and I are doing right now. Jesse, you're not missing anything.
Hi, is Martha there? This is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on Clinton Court. You had entered it on my website saying that you were looking to sell that property. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Awesome. How much are you looking to get for that property?
I was trying to get, because I have my situation right now, I was trying to get at least 20.
20,000?
Yeah, it's worth, right now it's worth more than 30, I think.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about the property. What you got going on there?
Okay, it's just a piece of lot that there was a house standing there, brand new one, but it got into a fire in one of the rooms. And because I don't live there, I'm in California, so I took a little while to fix it. So it rained through, and then the smoke and everything. So it had to be demolished, basically. And
I
it's
see.
been like that for a while. But it does have utilities. It does have the plans. It has everything. It's ready to just build it. And I was waiting to see if I could get around good amount of money to rebuild it and then sell it as a house instead of a lot, because I would get a lot more money that way. But I just haven't. Luck hasn't came around me.
I see. So it was a house, had fire damage, then some water damage. So the house has been demolished. So it's just a vacant lot at this point, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Facilities.
Okay. How much do you think the property, the house was going to be worth if it was still standing?
At least 350.
350? Okay.
Yeah.
And that it was like what, like a 1,700 1,700 square foot property?
Yes.
Gotcha. Was it a rental property for you? Was it something that you lived in? What was the property for you?
I actually bought it because I helped my brother get it, but because he actually moved over there, but ended up not working out for him, so he moved back to California, and then I was renting. So it turned out to be like a rental for me,
Gotcha.
but then it just didn't work out.
How much were you getting in rent a month for it?
1,500 at that time. And my payment was about 1,200, I think.
Right. Do you own it free and clear now?
Yes. Oh, actually, I owe a little bit of taxes. I think this year only.
Gotcha. So a little bit of taxes, but just for 2023?
Yeah.
Are you open to seller finance or is it cash only?
I would prefer cash only just because I have the situation right now. And that would be better for me. But if it works, if it works that I finance it and it's too, it's a win-win, then I'm willing to work with that as well.
Okay. Because I think I could probably be closer to the 20,000 if we did seller finance. I think I'm going to be a little bit less than that if it's cash. Just taking a look at the values of lots in the area. I do see a couple of lots that have gone for, that $30,000 range, but it looks like they're in another neighborhood that's probably about half mile, 3/4 of a mile away.
Yeah.
I'd probably need to be closer to like 11 or 12 if it was just cash. But like I said, I could probably be closer to the 20 if we did seller finance and we just figured out payments over the course of time. So I guess it just depends on what's more important to you. Is it, hey, let's get some cash now and be done with it, or the dollar amount is more important and you get paid over the course of time?
Is there any way you could do a little better than that? Just maybe a little bit higher, and then we could just do that cash me, just because I am in the need of money right now.
I could probably do 13, and I would cover the closing costs. So the only thing that would come out of that 13 would be the taxes that you owe for 2023.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I could do that with you.
You could do that? All right,
Yeah.
let me check here real quick. I have your email as is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send over a contract to your email for the 13,000. We cover the closing costs, no realtor commissions or anything like that. You just cover the taxes for 2023. We'll open up title and we'll probably get this closed as soon as title clears, which should probably take just a couple of weeks. So hopefully we can get it done before the end of October. Does that work for you?
Oh yeah, totally. I was gonna ask you too. Do I have to pay the taxes before we close, or can I do that?
No, it comes from the proceeds. So I wire in the money and then they're going to take it out of the proceeds and then just give you a check or a wire for the difference.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Would I have to pay taxes on that money?
Well, it depends. How long have you owned the property?
It's been since 2006.
So I'm not a tax professional. There's a lot of different factors that go into that.
You will probably have to pay a small amount of taxes on it, but not a significant amount. It really shouldn't make too much of a difference. And there's ways that you can talk to an accountant where you can write certain things off. And so for the sake of me, I'm going to say I'm not a tax professional, but it shouldn't be too costly for you on the tax side of things.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for returning my call, and I hope to keep doing business with you.
Absolutely, Martha. That'll be over in your email probably here in the next 15, 20 minutes, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. All right. Bye-bye.
Boom.
Bro.
Easy money, RJ.
All right, so that's the live seller close. Once the seller signs the contract, we then have to dispo it. Now, doesn't have to be much recon done on this type of a property because it's vacant land. So we don't really do a whole lot. We just took Google Street View of the property, sent it out on investor lift to all of the known buyers who purchase vacant land. We immediately got interest, and we received an offer for $10,000. Now I contracted this at $13,000. Garrett, who was doing dispositions on this property, called the seller up, said we would need to renegotiate down to $8,000 after doing our due diligence. That was successfully done, and we were able to get the deal closed for $2,000. Now, at the end of the day, this simplifies the entire process. But this is what we regularly preach here on this channel. You're buying leads all day, every day. You should be using things like Speed to Leads Coupon Club. $9, $29, doesn't matter. They come in, no matter what they are. If it's vacant land or if it's $1 million, Hawaii estate that you can make $80,000. They all wash out in the end. So sometimes you have the $2,000 wins and sometimes you have the $80,000 wins. That's why I like doing these deal reviews for you guys so you can see the different types of properties that we're moving in the different locations. Now, last week, we talked about moving a property in Arkansas that we only made $5,000 on. Part of this is because of the location. Arkansas itself is not going to be a high assignment market on average, just because of the property values. This exact same lot in a different location could have been a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 assignment fee. But because of the location in Arkansas, it only was a $2,000 assignment fee. And that's okay. We live with these types of deals because we also know that being nationwide brings in the higher assignment fees in different locations. Now, you can make a choice as a business operator to not do deals in certain locations with the lower assignment fees, and that's just fine. But the difference here is how easy the acquisitions was, how easy the dispositions was. This is a one dial close. Took us about 1 day to dispo the deal. $2,000 came in, and it adds to the marketing budget. That is our business concept. That's our hedgehog concept. It's what we do. I like having that sort of volume coming in, and I like not being worried about whether or not we can do a deal in a certain state or not. So this is our story on how we were able to make $2,000 wholesaling a piece of vacant land in Arkansas. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you give me a like in this video. We'll see you guys tomorrow.